Hello everyone, my name is Anand and today I am going to help you get started on video editing. Many times a performing artist at some point of time wants to make videos and put them up on social media like YouTube or Facebook. Many times they find this task very difficult because they don't know where to begin. With this video, I will help you edit your video files using a very easy to use video editing tool. So let's get started. The tool that I will be using is called VSDC Video Editor. It's a free tool and it has all the important features that one needs for editing videos. I have already opened the website right here, if you can see. The website is www.videosoftdev.com right here. When you open this website, go to the downloads page and click Video Editor. So this will bring you to the installer page. Click the appropriate version depending on what Windows you're using, whether it's 64-bit or 32-bit. You can click on the appropriate link. I am not going to click on this because I have already downloaded and installed the software. So I will now open the editor and we'll go step by step and see how to edit a basic video and export it into our social media account. So you see this icon right here. This is the VSDC editor icon. I'm going to click this. This is the start screen when the software fires up. So if you notice, there are multiple ways of beginning to work on this software. We will just use the most basic and most straightforward way to use it. So I am going to close this window. What you see here on the top, these little boxes, these are the things that you can do. You can start a blank project, you can create a slideshow, you can import content, you can do a video capture, you can do a screen capture. On my right is the list of projects that I have already worked on. So when you use this software extensively, you'll also have a big list like this. And in the bottom part, you get these icons which shows the various features of the software itself. So I am going to go and create a blank project. And let's call it Video Editing 101. And it's all optional, and when you install the software, most of these fields are populated by default. Description: this is a demo of using the VSDC tool, and you can decide what the resolution needs to be, and you can decide whether background color, so on and so forth. There's something known as templates. So the templates comes with the pro version, so I have installed the free version, so we don't have templates. So I'm just going to click finish, and here we are. This is our work area. Okay, so on the left you have the Objects Explorer. Right in the center, this is the preview screen where you will be able to see in real time what is happening to your video. Towards the right, I have the properties window, and then I have the basic effects window. So if you don't like a cluttered screen, go ahead, close everything, and yeah, you have a bigger area just to take a look at what you're working on right now. At the bottom of the screen, you see this little timeline. This is the storyboard where your video will show up, and this is where you can scroll back and forth, and depending on what part of the video you are in, you can go on and edit that particular area and add effects as needed. On top is the menu, projects, scenes, edit, view, editor, export project. This is the one which we will use towards the end. This is the conversion screen where it will show in real time when the project is getting exported. Then you have the tools and you have activation. This is when you pay for the pro version. So let's come back here. Now in this tutorial, I am going to assume that you already have a video file with you which you probably recorded using your cell phone or your regular SLR or some other video capture device. Now if you see on the left here, this is our quick access menu and there are these three icons here. I'm going to click this and say add video. Let's say I want to create a video for my own brand. Okay, I have this video. So now this is the dialog which comes up as soon as you select an object. So where should the object be positioned? So for now I say wherever the cursor is, that is from cursor position, I say okay. And my video is right here. I will now play this. Okay, so that was a very short 40-second video clip that I created for my brand, and I can keep scrolling this and go to specific parts of the video and see if I want to add something or not. You might have noticed by now Taalmagic is my personal brand. That is the company that I run. You can find out more about that at www.taalmagic.com. So in this video I am going to add some additional branding which I put on all my videos that go on YouTube and Instagram. So for example, before the video begins, I want to add a little introduction text. Although the video, when it begins, it already has this. It says the evolution of the logo. That's what this video is about. So I still want to add another extra little section. So I'll go right to the beginning, and I have an option of adding another layer. You see here? So I will right click here and I'll say add layer. And now in this layer, I'm going to select this and I'm going to say add text. Just click OK, and I am going to say Taalmagic presents. Now the way this looks right now is really boring, so I'm going to select this and then click on the editor. Right here I have all these text editing tools available to me. I am going to make this center, middle. Okay, this looks good. I'll press enter and I will increase the font size to, let us say, 72, or let's make that 96. And I'm going to change the font to something that I like, and I think it's still small, so let's go with 144. I'm going to change the color to what should I do? Okay, I think I will change it to this, and I will increase the presence to 48. Okay, now if I play it right now, this text is going to be all over the video and it's going to ruin everything. But this is not what I want. I want this text to be in the beginning, and then I need the video to start. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this text right here and right click and select properties. If you see here, there is a property called duration. I'm going to change this duration to 05000, which means 5 seconds, and hit enter. If you notice, the text suddenly became smaller. And now I know that this text is going to be only 5 seconds and I want my video to start after. I'm going to select my video and drag it so that it starts after the text. See that? Now for when I play, for 5 seconds I'll see the introduction scene and then the video will start. Let's take a look. Okay, that looks good. Now I want a little bit of my social media presence to be advertised on this video as well. So what do? I already have an image created for that. So I will go and click on image right here, and I will go to my folder where I keep my images and social media stick, yeah, and say open. Again, I want it to be present for the entire duration of the video, so I'm going to say from cursor position, say OK. Now this doesn't look right, so I'm going to select on these handles and resize it so that it is small. And if I want, I can keep it the entire length, or I can just keep it half of the screen. Click on properties. If you notice, I'm not able to see anything and it actually looks pretty hideous. That's because there's a lot of transparency in this file, and behind it we have the text, which is a black screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, go to this property and say fill background, yes, and I'm going to change this color by clicking on these 3 dots here, and I will select white. As soon as I do that, this looks a lot better. I'm going to make it a little more smaller here. If you notice, this on the timeline is stretching all the way to the end of the video, which means I want this image to be displayed all throughout the video. So now if I play, this will be, even when the video starts, this will be there. See here? Now let me add another element here. I want to add, let us say, a floating logo. You would have seen on many TV channels, the channel's logo is always in one of the corners of the screen. I want to do something similar. Again, I already have the image created, so I'm going to say add image, and I'm going to select my logo, which is this one, and again from cursor position because I want it from there. And this is all white and it has hidden my entire video. So first thing, I'm going to go to the properties window. I'm going to say fill background is no. This is a transparent image, so now I'm able to see through it. But it still doesn't help me because this is covering my entire video. So I will go select this handle and bring it. Now if you drag it whatever way you want to, it might be a rectangle, either vertical or horizontal. So if you want to keep it consistent, press the shift and then you drag it down so that it is in the exact proportion that you have the file. Now you're free to place it wherever you want, whether you want it here, you want it here, you want it here. We won't choose here because we already have our little social media stick. So I think I am going to go with the left hand side top. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to make it a little bigger and bring it up a little. Okay, that looks nice. Let's take a look now. See the logo here? Now you see that there is music already built into this video. There is a good chance you might want to play some other music. So now you select your video, right click, go to audio effects, go to amplitude and say silence. And you select the whole parent duration because I want the entire video to be silent. Click OK. And now go back to scene here so that you can see your timeline. And click play. If you notice, now there is no sound. The video is quiet. And now you're free to add whatever audio track you want to add along with the video. I want to show one more thing which you would most probably want to do. Let's say we scroll this far and I don't want to have this image as part of my video. So I'm going to see where this image starts and ends. Alright, so I'm going to say play and okay. So it started somewhere here. Here. Now I don't want this to be here. So I have two ways of removing this. I can right click the video and go to cutting and splitting. I'll click this and a new window is going to open up. And I can drag and select an area. Right. Okay, so this is the area where that image shows up. So what I do is I'll say cut region and I'll say apply changes. Now it gives me a confirmation dialog. It says duration of the video has changed. Do you want to change the duration of the object? I say yes. Now if I play now, you would see, oh, that section is gone. So which means we were able to successfully cut that part of the video. I'm sure when you make a video there might be a couple of sections that you recorded but you did not want them in the video, or you decided if you could somehow remove that in post-production, which is pretty much what we are doing right now. So this is how you do it. Now I'm going to go to edit and undo that. So now we are back. I hit on undo because I want to show one more method of doing the same thing. So you can rest your cursor wherever you want and you can see this little blade right here. you can click this and it will split the video into two parts. And like this, you can make as many slices that you want, and you can remove the ones or remove the sections that you don't want. In this case, I want the sections, so I'm going to undo again. And now I want to go to the end of the video and I want to put a little picture that kind of concludes my video. So I normally use this one. And I say OK. And I go to properties, and now the duration is only 33 milliseconds. I want to change that to 5 seconds. 5000. Enter. So this is here. Now this is right after the video. All right. So if I want, I can drag it down and make it a new layer, or I can just let it sit there. So now when I play, when my video ends, it goes there. And that's how it will finally come to an end. Now this is still very plain. We can do a little more magic here. For example, we have this text over here. We can add a little transition effect to this text just before the video. So you can right click, go to video effects, say transitions, and you have these options. I normally like this one, so I'm going to say mosaic and select scene end and say duration is 3 seconds. Say OK. Now watch the scene, how it changes. And I'm going to drag this video a little over, or maybe drag this a little over, and then play. Did you see that transition? I'm going to show that one more time. Similarly, a transition can be added to the video as how the video needs to appear. Go to transitions and let's say diffuse. Say from scene begin, let the duration remain at 3 seconds and click. And that's how the video will show up now. The exact same thing can be done to the end as well. Click. I just instinctively click towards the end of the video. You can basically click anywhere on this timeline and right click. It's the same thing. Let's go to transitions and let's say fade to scene end. Again 3 seconds. Okay. Now let's see what happens. So that faded onto the black screen, and then this final image showed up. So what you can do is, if you move it as a layer and extend it so that it overlaps your video a little bit, so you won't see that black screen. In fact, extend it for the full 3 seconds so that you have adequate space here. That's more like it. So now you have a little transition effect on how this transitions from the video and to the final screen. So you can put whatever you want. You can put your little call to action. For instance, I host my e-learning module on this website, and I have my social media handles here. So you can put similar stuff so that, you know, at the end of the video people can see your personal branding right there, and then decide whether they want to join or not. Now that we've done this far, we are ready to export our project. So we go and click on export, and you can preview the entire video over here. And once you're satisfied everything looks the way you want it to look, you can decide on the various formats available to you, whether you want to export it for PC, for the web, specifically for the iPhones or the Android phones, DVD, AVI, MPG, so on and so forth. I would recommend you read up on these various formats, because some of these formats are very lossy. A lot of details will be lost and you'll get very low resolution videos. So I have selected this format, MPEG-4, which is a high quality video with MP3 audio, and all I need to do now is click on export project. So I get this dialog which says you used premium features in your project, which is hardware acceleration. If you don't want to upgrade, you just say continue without premium features, and it'll start exporting your file. Right here you can see this little progress bar. So depending on what path you chose to save your file, once this is complete, the file will be ready over there. Okay, almost done. Okay, it says conversion was completed. Say OK, and if I go to my location, which is the videos folder, I have this file. And now this is ready to be uploaded to social media. So I'm going to close this. And that's all there is to the basics of video editing. This is a very easy to use tool. It's free, and I hope this video would help get you started on your journey of video editing. Of course, there are a lot of other things that you can do, which I hope once you start playing around with the software, you'll get more comfortable doing. For now, I'm going to end this video, and I wish you best of luck. Go ahead, create some videos. Bye-bye.